On the bench today is a Project 1 DR220. This is going to be a short video because, and fortunately, this has already been serviced, and it's been serviced by a tech that we know. Customer brought it in, so he said that this other tech had worked on it, that the guy does really good work, and all the turntables that he replaces the RCA cables on have these monster cables. And I've used these in the past, they're great. So it's kind of one of those, tells as far as who may have worked on this. So, and I've already kind of pre-tested this. Again, I triage these when I pull them out of the truck, just so I know what I'm potentially getting myself into. And one of the reasons I started the channel, number one, is I'm doing all this stuff anyway, so I might as well film my repairs or record my repairs, right? So I have a record of what I did. I can reference that, especially if I'm disassembling, reassembling something. And also, if I get a piece of equipment, the first thing I do, well, not the first thing, but typically within the first couple of days as I'm laying in bed at night, waiting to take my dogs out or whatever, I'll think, oh, let's see what is out there regarding this turntable. I look for YouTube videos and things on Vinyl Engine and Hi-Fi Engine and all that stuff. Well, there's nothing out there about this particular turntable. I think as of today, there's a video that just kind of shows the operation, doesn't really talk about it. So I'm going to just spend a couple of minutes talking about it. Again, I've already tested this. It's working just fine. I am going to polish the dust cover, right? But I do want to just talk about this for just a couple of minutes. So, Project 1 belt drive, model is DR220A. I don't think I mentioned the A before. Simple turntable. That's the 45 adapter. Carbon fiber-ish. Not sure what it's actually made out of. Tone arm. It is semi-automatic. It's been a couple of days since I've played around with this, so I will show you what that looks like. Has a auto, I think this is just auto lift at the end, but it might be auto return. Again, it's been a while since I've monkeyed with this. So, and I've had like speakers and turntables galore. Most likely it's produced by or is manufactured by CEC. I'm not going to open it up to see if I can tell, but this particular era, late 70s, is what I'm guessing. They made turntables for a lot of manufacturers like Yamaha and Marantz. And, it just has that CEC feel to it. It's a wood plinth with a vinyl veneer, and it's got a plastic base that is very close to what they put on, I think, the Marantz 6110 and maybe the 6150. I haven't had a 6150 for a while. Stickers are missing off the bottom, but CEC uses stickers with a font, a particular font, so they're kind of easy to identify. The way this turntable works, here's the clasp. This clasp is horrible, doesn't really do anything, so I'm going to have to twist tie this when I transport it. So I'm going to keep it here so I remember. So basically, tone arm up, that's down, this is up, or no, yeah, this is up, this is down, so it's in the up position, right, move it over to the record. I speed tested this, and this was exactly 33.33, which was pretty cool. Now, again, as I referenced in an earlier video, I don't know how accurate my phone is. A commenter put something out there like, how do you know how accurate your phone is? And I'm like, well, that might make for an interesting video where I can get a strobe disc on a direct drive turntable, put my phone on it, and kind of compare all three methods of determining the speed, but if I ever get a chance. So good damping. Let's see, the reject button, hit reject, and it does return it. Okay, so that answers that question. What else to say about this turntable? Really, there's not much else to add about this turntable. It's a real basic one. Again, I always go to eBay to kind of figure out what a realistic price is for these, and then I kind of adjust it for Omaha, Nebraska prices, right? We're not one of the coasts or an area where these things command, you know, full dollar, so we typically we mark them down from what eBay sellers are asking. But there are no sales on eBay that I could find, and there are none out there right now. But I'm estimating this is probably no more than $200, probably 175-ish, 150-ish. You know, I'm still gonna have to research that before we mark it. But it's a decent turntable, decent sounding turntable. It's got a Audio-Technica cartridge on it. Naturally, it didn't come with it. It's got a sub chassis suspension, so that's kind of cool. That's different from some of the other CEC turntables, if this is a CEC. Again, I'm not. This could be some other manufacturer. I don't know. So what I'm going to do now, though, I am going to, because I like to see the difference in the dust cover. So here's the dust cover pre-polishing. I'm going to go grab my buffer, hit this with the Novus Fine Scratch Remover, see how clean we can get it. But you know, that's pretty much it for this one. I at least wanted to cover something about this, because I don't know about you, but the videos where it's like, hey, here's the Project One DR220, and you know, and no one's talking, they're just listening to a record. Like, okay, what? Tell me about the turntable a little bit. So anyway, let me polish this up. I'll come back, show you the finished product, and then we'll get this into the shop. All right, so here's the after polishing. Not too bad. I mean, there are some scratches here and there, but that's just how it is with these older turntables, but cleaner than it was, I think. So this is going to be headed to the shop. Not much more to add on this Project One. Again, I think in my this didn't come in at the same time the Project One receiver that I'm working on came in, that I have not even touched again because I've been so busy. I think it was a Playtime was the company, I think maybe out of Chicago, and don't quote me on anything I'm saying. I think that was the retailer that sold these, different manufacturers. I did find out through a comment on my YouTube channel on the Project One Mark 800 that was manufactured by Telefunken. It's the same as the TR800, which was really good news. I thought I could find a service manual based on that information, but no luck. So anyway, I'm going to wrap this video up. Again, this was a short one because this has already been serviced. So as always, if you like what you see, hit like, hit subscribe, and I will catch you in the next video.